What is going on, everybody? It's your boy John, and welcome back to Gearbox. So today we are talking about the Ford F-150, and really what I want to do here, guys, is give you all of the ammunition you could possibly use to create a great buying experience and really give you the truck that you're looking for. I know a lot of times, whether we're talking about buying a used truck, building a brand new truck from the ground up, it's probably pretty easy to get overwhelmed by all of the different things and, you know, different doohickeys and shit that's on, you know, cars, trucks, SUVs nowadays. So I wanted to go through some of my most important things that I have either found out the hard way with this truck or I had in mind when I was in the market buying my first pickup truck. So without further ado, we're gonna get into number one. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna look at, in my opinion, is obviously the engine. Without a engine strong enough or, you know, fuel efficient enough to do what you are looking to do, it's probably gonna be pretty hard for you to enjoy your new purchase, especially with the cost of trucks nowadays. But if you guys don't know this, I mean, the F-150s come in a wide variety of engine types, you know, V6s, twin turbo V6s, V8s, so on and so forth. I personally would stick to either the EcoBoost 3.5 liter V6 twin turbo, which is in this one, or the 5.0 V8. Now, the reason I say both a V6 and a V8 is, once again, what are you trying to accomplish with your truck? If the primary amount of miles you're putting on it is going to be, you know, just daily driving, highway miles, probably stick with the V6. It's going to be more than enough. But, you know, if you're towing heavy loads, if you're, for whatever reason, need a fast truck, obviously a V8 is going to be a little bit quicker than the V6 twin turbo EcoBoost. So pretty obvious first one, but definitely something to keep in mind, especially if you're looking in the used market. You know, everything about the truck could be perfect, but it could not have the right engine choice for you, and that's going to be a deal breaker in my opinion. So anyway, that's number one. So number two here is going to be, what trim level of truck are you actually interested in getting? Now, I'll preface this whole part by saying this. If you are, you know, looking to drive your truck off the lot, never do anything to it, you know, it's perfect the way it is type of deal, go for a higher trim level. And that might be different as far as my opinion versus your opinion on what's perfect and doesn't need worked on, but go for a higher trim level and you're gonna have all the bells and whistles, all the upgraded stuff that your heart could ever imagine, right? Now, if you are going to be throwing a lift kit on it or, you know, doing random stuff, lighting, I don't know, like rock sliders, all that type of stuff, you probably don't want to get a higher trim level such as a Tremor or a Raptor, because you're probably taking off a suspension kit, for example, that costs more than the lift kit that you're going to put on it. I don't know about you guys, that doesn't seem to be quite logical in my opinion. So, you know, and I took the same approach with my WRX actually. That's a base model WRX. This is an XLT F-150. You just kind of have to know what you're going to do to it. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in one way or another in modifying your truck. So keep that in mind so you're not overpaying for a trim level that you're ultimately not gonna use. Now that we're on to number three, it's time to get into a doozy. And what I mean by that is the third thing you're gonna wanna keep in mind here is the actual bed size of your truck. Now you might be saying to yourself, because I sure as hell said the same thing, well, John, I thought all F-150 beds were the same size. You know, you start getting into bigger beds when you go up to like an F-250, F-350. Nope. And guess what? I learned the hard way with this damn tonneau cover. So, the standard, let's call it F-150 bed, is going to be a 5'7" bed. That's fine and dandy. This is a 6'7" bed. What I have heard from, I work with a bunch of guys who drive F-150s. Our work parking lot might as well be a used F-150 lot or a used Ford lot. All of them have a 5'7" bed, and every single one of them have the same gripe of, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've gone to throw things in the bed of my truck and it was just a smidge too small. That's annoying as hell when you have a pickup truck and the whole gist of why you bought a pickup truck is to haul shit, is to tow shit, have a big bed space to get your landscaping stuff in there or whatever, and you can't do that. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do everything with a 5'7" bed, but a 6'7" bed is going to be better for that. Now, on the flip side, when you're rocking a super crew cab with a 6'7" bed, this is a big ass truck, okay? A long truck. Turning radius, trash. Driving downtown, trash. Parallel parking, trash. Going into parking garages, trash. You don't want to do it, but that's also something you're going to have to get used to when/if you go with a big girl bed like the F-150 here. I know at this point I'm definitely rambling on a difference of a foot in a bed, but it's something to keep in mind for sure. I didn't even know they were out there, so this is my public service announcement to you guys, telling you that there are 6'7" F-150 beds on the market. Look for it. It might just make your truck that much better. Okay, I honestly wanted to step inside the truck because it's a nippy 40 degrees this morning and not used to it. So hence the sweatshirt. I'm in shorts because I'm an idiot. But anyway, on to number 4. And the fourth thing I would 100% look at, 100%, whether you're buying a used car, building a truck, whatever, is 2-wheel drive versus 4-wheel drive. That should not even be a conversation piece, but there are 2-wheel drive trucks out there. This little knob right here is going to make or break me buying a truck, in my opinion. Is 99.999% of the time, for the majority of us, going to be having the drive in 2-wheel drive? Yes, it is. But having the option, whether you're just driving through grass to park at a concert, or you're towing a boat and you gotta have the extra, I guess, wheels in motion to get your big boat, up the landing slip or whatever, having 4-wheel drive is going to be paramount if I were to buy a truck. There's a reason why this one has a knob and it's not, blocked off with some bullshit plastic piece, because it's a 2-wheel drive truck. Please get a 4-wheel drive capable truck. You'll thank me later, especially if you live in an area where it snows or, you're driving on gravel, dirt roads, whatever, and maybe it rains and washes shit away. Whatever the case may be, I understand that some people live in places like California where the weather's perfect all the time, but Californians aren't going to drive a truck anyway, so that's a moot point. Anywho, do not drive a truck without 4-wheel drive. You'll thank me later, but I promise you, just don't do it. That's a bad idea. You will hate your decision. And for the last thing to consider when you are buying your brand new F-150, yes, we've talked about it on this channel before, but buy a damn tow package. I know I said it in my last video when we were installing that trailer hitch receiver. Do not, especially if you're building a truck, okay? Like if you're buying used and everything looks fine, except it doesn't have a trailer hitch, which is what this truck was, I'll give you some leeway. But if you are building a custom truck, like on Ford's website, and you don't put a tow package on there, I don't give a shit if you think you might never tow. Put a tow package on it. It's one of those things where you might think you'll never need it, and then there's that one time that you wish you did, and then you're just running around trying to figure out what you need to do. I'm telling you, it is well worth it. Not to mention, it's probably gonna up the resale value in some way, shape, or form as well, because trucks are meant to tow things. Trucks not being able to tow things make truck less valuable as an intrinsic thing, or intangible thing. Please just listen to me. Put a damn tow package on your truck. It's not difficult, not a lot of money, but it is going to save you a lot of headache in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously, there's a lot more things that we can talk about when really, trying to decide, is a truck the right truck for you? And of course, these somewhat apply to different, platforms or whatever, but these are some things that, like I said in the beginning, I either thought about or I wish I thought about when buying a truck. So hopefully I can portray this message to you and maybe make at least one of your guys' lives a little bit easier. But if there's any other things that you would consider, drop them in the comment section down below. If you liked what you saw, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. As always, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know the drill. And until next time, peace. 留在自己那张脏乱的床，手摆好姿态对我装上了。